Daisy of the Daisy Picture. I welcome you to another tutorial. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Bubu pleated kaftan. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Okay, so I feel the best material to use is those that are by 60. But if you don't have by 60, I mean lengthwise, you can still use your normal Ankara or whatever. So I'm going to be using this big Guinea Kampala. So yeah, so this is 3 yards. I'm making do with what I have. Okay, this is 3 yards, so I'm going to be managing this for the tutorial. Okay, so the measurements, the basic measurements you need need your length, and then you need your shoulder, and you need your length. Since this is 3 yards, so this is not going to get to the floor, so I'm going to be making do. Don't forget, I'm making do with what I have. So this is going to be the shoulder is going to be seamless. I'm not going to be joining at the shoulder, so that was why I folded into 4. You can see, look at the way I folded. This is folded into 2 like this, and then I folded like this, just like I want to cut I think I want to cut back. Yeah, so you can see the way I folded it. Okay, so this is going to be my center front and then my center back, and this other side that is open is going to be the shoulder or the sleeve opening. Okay, so I said you need your length, so you determine the length you want. Since this is 3 yards, so you can see the way I folded. So this is 50, so I'll be using length, so that will be the length I'm going to be using. So now the shoulder of this person is 14, so 14, this is 7, you can't see this. I don't. Okay, can you see? I think it's. So I'm marking this side. So after that, I'm going to measure the sleeve length that I want. So I'm going to be using. Let me see the remaining. I told you the best to use is by 60. So you're going to have enough space for pleating. So I'm going to make do with what I have. Okay, I'll be using 6 for the sleeve, but I'll suggest you use 10. So it's because of my fabric, because it's by 45. That's why I'm using it. So normally I would have used 10 for my sleeve. So after that, now for the pleats, it depends on your fabric also. So the remaining. So I think I'll be using 10 for the pleat. So I'll be doing 2 pleats, so 5 for each pleat. So I hope you understand. From here you mark your shoulder, and then you mark your sleeve length, and you mark the number of pleats you want and how wide you want it to be. So I marked this 7 inches, and from here 5.75 for my sleeve, and then from here 10 inches. I hope we understand. And this is my length. Okay, so now I need my knee measurements. Okay, so this is my waist, and my waist, my knee, I'll be using 20. So from the shoulder, so from my original, I hope you can see this. So from my original knee, I came down by 2 inches, so that I wanted the knee to be a bit lower. So it's all dependent on you. So now this is what I'm going to do. My hip measurements. my hip measurement is 36. The hip measurement of this side is 36, so 36 divided by 4, that's 9. Then I'll be adding 1 inch to that, that's 10. And no, I think I'm going to use 9 like that, so I will add the 10 inches for the pleating. So 9, so that's 19. So that's 19. Okay, so I'm just going to come down like this, and I'm going to shaping it into this like so. I hope you can see this. Okay, so I'm going to shaping it like so. Okay, so you can make do of what you have. Make do with what you have, just like I'm making do with what I have. So now for the neck, I'm going to be using 3 inches by 3.5 for the front, and for the back is going to be 1 inch. Okay, so I'm just going to cut like so, and after that I'm just going to notch this middle part because I want to open it up to cut the front. Okay, wait, before we do that, let me just cut this so that it won't scatter. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Make sure you share my video. That is going to give me, you know, the ginger to do more for you guys. So please make sure you share my video, subscribe and like. Thank you. So I'm going to open it up like this. Okay, so no, this is all dependent on you. Okay, and I'm going to open this place. There's going to be a slit for easy wearing, so you can go down like by 4 inches. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. So now the next thing is to cut facing. So I'll cut facing. Don't use bias. I feel facing is going to be better. So I'll look for one fabric and then I'm going to cut the facing. I'll move to the next one. Okay, so now I'm gonna to put this material I'm going to be using for facing, because I don't have, you know, I have just 3 years, so it's not enough, so I'm using another material that is unfold, and I placed it on that like this. So I'll just use it to cut. So like this. And for the back, you can see I just have little here. It's okay. So now the next thing is the slit. Then you can come down like after the slit, maybe like 3 inches, and then you're good to go like this. You just okay. So if you like, you can add stay, but for this material, stay is optional. To be iron is everything is just going to come on because of the kind of material I am using. So I'm going to normal way in which you turn your facing. I'm going to place it right side facing right side, and I'll fold it inside. So I'm going to do this time that. So I'm going to do that. Let me do that first and then we'll continue. Okay guys, so I decided to show you. So this is the right side, this is the right side facing right side. like so, like this, and then you use pin to hold it round. This is just to make life easier for you. So pin it round. Okay guys, so you can see I've gone ahead to turn the facing and I've ironed it out. Look at how neat it is looking. So that's why I said facing is actually more neater than using bias for this kind of style anyways. So now let's move to the main business. So for the pleats now, you can see I already opened it up, and don't forget our pleat is going to be 5 inches each. So the first piece is going to be starting at the shoulder, and the shoulder is 14, so I'm placing 7 inches in the middle like this. Okay, 7 inches to this place is going to be 14. Okay, then here. Okay, yeah. So from this place, you're going to measure 5 inches for the first pleat, 5 inches for the first pleat. Can you see? Okay. So remember, what I'm doing for the first side, I'm going to be doing it for the other side as well. So now look at what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring this together. I'll be bringing the middle, so it's going to be 2.5 like this. So I'm going to hold it down to the down part. So this is going to take a bit of time, but I'm just going to show you the first one, and then you should be able to. So let me do it again. From the shoulder, you mark the first pleat from here, so that's 5 inches. So I'm going to hold it like this, so that means it's 2.5 on both sides. So the middle like this, that's 2.5. So you're going to mark it all through to the down part, and also to the back as well. So then you extend your 2.5, you extend it down to the last part. I hope you understand what I did. So 2.5, so when you open it, it's going to be 5. So 2.5, you mark it down, 2.5, you mark it down to the other side, and then you stitch. So you repeat the same thing for this side. So let me just show you before I go ahead to sew. So from the shoulder, you mark 5 inches, which is the first pleat. You make sure this is touching this, so that is your 2.5. You hold it like so, and then you sew 2.5 down to the last part like that. So I'm going to sew the first pleat, and then I'll show you how to go about the second pleat. Okay guys, so I've done the two sides, the first pleat. I've done the first pleat for this other side too, and I have done the second pleat. You can see the way it is looking. So notice, because I don't have enough fabric, that is why I am. The length of my fabric is 45, not by 60 or more than 60. That is why I am managing it like so. So let me teach you how to do the second pleat, and then we join together and I show you the final look. So now the second pleat, now you need to determine the spacing, you know, how wide apart you want it to be from the first pleat. Okay, so for me, look at what I am doing. Note, everything is all dependent on the length of your fabric and how and the spacing you want. Okay, so from this stitch here, I'm going to be moving away by 2 inches. So I know that this is 2.5, so that means I'm starting half. My second piece is starting half inch away. I hope you understand what I said. Anyways, so I'm starting 2 inches because I feel this is what is going to come out perfectly for me. For you, you know, try it out with your fabric and do what you want. So I'm going to be marking 7 inches. That's 5 inches or so, because we're starting 2 inches away, so that's 5 inches. This is 2.5. So we just like the way we did the first pleat. So I would advise you, is because of the fabric that I'm using, that is why I can get away with it. If you're using a softer fabric, please, the best way to do it, after you've gotten your half, make sure you iron it out, so it's going to give you that crease line, you know, so it's going to make your life easier. Yeah, but because this material is a bit, you know, structured, so I can just do like this and then I'll get my crease line. So if you are using like doll face satin, make sure after getting this iron, so there's going to be the crease line. So I think I like the way it is looking like this. Okay, see, I like the way it is looking. So you can decide to make yours, you know, maybe 2 inches apart, 3 inches apart, but for me, I think I'm cool with this. So just like the way we did. So after ironing it out, you can actually use your pin to hold it down, and then you sew. You know, anything that's going to make your life easier, just do it. So I think I like it like this. So I'm going to be going with this, just like this other part. So I'll go to my sewing machine and then I'm going to sew it. And mind you, if you're using fabric that frizz, you will need to hem this. But for me, since this is the salvage end for the two sides, so I'm not going to be hemming this side. And moreover, my fabric is limited, okay? The length is limited, so even if it's not going to look too good. So if you have enough, you know, enough length, and you still don't want to, you know, hem it, you can look for another fabric and use it to turn it, so it's going to give you that neat finishing. You get? So instead of turning it like this, you look for another fabric, just like you're using bias, you get? But you can use it maybe like 2 inches just to give you that bold. You know, you can see this 2.5, you can see how bold it is. So it depends on you, so you can do it that way. But for me, I'm not going to do that. This is not going to fray. Okay, so after doing that, so I'll just show you everything once and for all. So after stitching it down and after doing your hemming and the rest, so you fold it like so, fold it like this. Okay, so now after that, please note that you've hemmed everywhere, like your opening, or you might not actually do that now, maybe after you sew. So it all depends on what you want. So now you determine how wide you want your sleeve opening should be. So for me, I'm going to be doing 10 inches. You can do it depends on how big the person is. So I want it to be a bit free. So I'm going to be coming down from the shoulder 10 inches. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Maybe 10 inches. And after that, you sew. Yeah, make sure it's equal. So you sew till there's going to be a slit, so you can come up by let's say 14-15 inches. So you stop your stitching, stitch from this your sleeve opening till this place 15 inches above, so for free movement. So after you stitch, then you can and you can so you repeat the same thing for the other side, and afterwards you your down part. Again, if you don't have enough fabric, you can get another fabric, and use it to turn like 2 inches, so it's going to be bold, so 2.5 inches. So there. But for me, I'm not going to do any of that because it's salvage joint, and it's not going to break. So that's that about that. So I'm going to go ahead, do my second pleat, join together, and I'll show you the final result.
Heavenly Father, I come before you today just as I am. I am desperately in need of your miracles in my life, every day. There is nothing so difficult for you. Let your mighty hands rest on everything that concerns my life. Restore joy and happiness into my life and into my family. Save me from every wall of confusion that threatens to destroy my life. I speak your miracles into everything that I do. Open wonderful doors unto me, Lord.